actors are just the icing on the cake. The cake is built by everyone else under us, the director and the stage managers and the assistant stage managers and the light crew and the sound crew.
Really?
The crew is working ridiculously hard.
I'm kind of an whatever you need done girl. People have asked me, like, how does my makeup look and things like that. It's like, oh yeah, you're good, you've got it. I've helped to fix the sewing machine so that it'll work again, so that we can fix the curtains.
These are the curtains right here.
No, I'm doing whatever they ask me to do. Ironing and things like that. Yeah. Not quite finished. Just got a couple more dark spots that need to be fixed. This is the light board and stuff I'm working on right now. This should be the last thing I have to do to the lights.
Okay.
So, hoping.
I mean, Jordan Langston is our jack of all trades, Jill of all trades, and Alan would be the jack of all trades.
Mary's done a lot. Jordan and Alan do everything.
Yeah.
I'm stage managing.
I've stage managed, acted, and set built, and I've also done some prop making.
Whoa.
He runs around. He's building the set. They come in and help me if I have to work in here late, and like help me with the lighting and run things back here.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll be in charge of the
There's painting, building, a lot of really complex math. Yeah, Professor Slavovsky had to figure out how many of the window panes we wanted in each window, and we wanted them all to be the same size as the window panes on the door.
I can't get the hinge to go in.
I really like it. I like it because it's really small. It's a lot smaller than the one I worked with before. You have to be creative and use what you have. And
America's Thrift Store.
I'm just doing this because this is my dress that they're borrowing.
You know the concierge bells that like that? We had to get one of those to stick to the wall, so I actually found a way to wire it through the wall and then screw it into the back of the flat, so it looks like it's nice. Yeah, it rings.
I think the other big thing is we've got simulated gunfire in the show.
It's a blank firing pistol. There's no kick or anything like that. It's just loud and smells like sulfur, which is really awesome.
Requires calling the fire chief and the sheriff and
most of the really creative ideas on how to use the space come from Brovslav because she's used the space so many times.
Yeah.
Amy, Sue, and Alan came up with the design and we talked about it back and forth. I'm sort of more of a technical consultant. A lot of the pieces were stuff that we already had from other shows.
30 or 40 hours?
30 or 40 hours.
The latest I've been up for this show is 2 o'clock.
Is it?
Oh yeah, they're just the greatest servants of among us all.
Right now. All 3 of those.
Can I turn off all 3 of them? So, unless there's a secret stash hidden in the costume room.
When stuff has to get done, it has to get done.
Yeah.
The show must go on.
Like the actors, it's
You're just all overly dramatic.
I've enjoyed it. They're awesome people. They're very talented. It's exciting.
I mean, you've done 8 shows.
I might have done 7. I don't know. Well, Blur's kind of a forward character. It's hard to talk with this mustache. Sorry. He's very forward. He's very like kind of in your face. Hi, how are you?
I am the young, attractive female.
He's I'm very excited to be on vacation.
I am playing Mrs. Rogers, and she is the older female servant. She's married to Mr. Rogers, and she is kind of grumpy and not the nicest person.
I think having to get to know one another enough to trust each other on stage has been a particular thing because there have been 2 different roles that we've had to recast a couple times.
We've had some interesting cast shifts.
They've been very kind and really welcoming.
So letting them feed into us, and some people are from off campus, so it's been a unique show in that way too.
The cast is big. There's 10 people or more already on stage, and so we had some attrition.
There's a big cast. It's very big and welcoming, and everybody's has a lot of fun.
So I spent a lot of time acting with Peter Upton, who's playing Captain Lombard, and Jacob Corbett, who's playing Dr. Armstrong. Being comfortable being like right next to someone's face while I'm talking to them on stage has been interesting. Some of the times we're yelling at each other, sometimes we're chummy. So it's been good to work with them because it's really fun to have someone that you work opposite a lot.
Yeah.
You kind of get that relationship. We have so much fun arguing.
Amy Sue called me. Actually, she tried to call me and then walked into my front door. There go the lights again.
Well, I used to live with Amy Sue, not as a roommate, but on the same hall. So it's been really interesting having a working relationship with her rather than just a living relationship. She's very kind and gives really good notes and does it in a gracious way, and also isn't afraid to laugh at herself. Something that's important.
It's been a dream.
A nightmare? Like a bad dream?
I mean, that is not the case at all, actually. Yeah, she was a first semester senior during my first year in the theater, my first semester in the theater. So she was my stage manager, and then we acted together.
He was my dad.
And then I was also your sister, your best friend.
Whoa!
No, your sister's boyfriend, or was it your best friend's?
My sister's boyfriend.
Sister's boyfriend.
He was making everybody eggs.
Yes, I made everyone eggs. That was my solution to conflict, was making eggs.
Because we kind of have to like reach into ourselves and just do extreme things together, and you can't really be worried about, you know, yourself, be self-conscious. You kind of just have to jump in and forget yourself.
You've done something weirder in front of all of these people before.
Everyone's seeing you, your worst and your best. So.
Well, I feel like this is one of these places where you're just freer to be silly if necessary.
The community kind of lives off of inside jokes.
Jacob! Well, actors are, like, I've acted in the past and I know how hard it is to be an actor. I played Jacob in Confessions at Knife Point.
The actors have worked ridiculously hard.
They're serious about what they're doing, and
it's my hobby and my passion. So
I've been practicing since January, so the rehearsals have usually been 3 hours a night. So working on a murder mystery, it's interesting because you have to walk the line between being suspicious, being innocent on stage. So there's always that suspicion because if one character is obviously more suspicious than the other, everyone's going to figure it out pretty quickly.
This one is. Has been even more consistently draining. Like, I've been exhausted at the end of rehearsals consistently.
From doing this play, we've gotten a lot, chummier. It's been good.
And then you put it through the front, as
I like it. It draws me to the right kind of people. I love the book. I read it in high school.
Well, it's a whodunit.
I mean, what's at the end?
Art. It's the creation of art, and it's the interpretation of someone's, Agatha Christie's art was script writing, and our art is acting.
It's really cool when we all come together, but we're all working separately on together.
And then to see the final product. What's the what's the reward?
5 nights. You get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then the next Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And then we have after the last show is strike, when we tear everything apart.
Yeah.
So it all just gets taken down. Everything you spent so much time working on just gets destroyed.
Oh, okay.
That's about 40 hours. So like 50 hours?
I think it's going to be a little rough.
Enough time? Are you guys going to be ready? Oh yeah?
Yes.
You're used to this pressure.
I am. Still gives me cramps.
Yeah.
Is there a poem in here?
I mean, I like to tell myself that it's for the glory of God. This is a sacrifice for God. Like, I'm sacrificing my time and my effort to put on a show that uses the talents of my friends and the people I work with to create something that he can appreciate.
Hang on, let me adjust my facial hair.